Welcome everyone, this is Sarge from Sarge Athletics, and what we're going to do during this whole crazy period is create a series of exercises for those of you that can't get to us and make it to class, or for those of you that are traveling or maybe quarantined, or whatever the heck is going on. We're going to create a whole series for you to click on to make sure that you're not missing your workouts. So between myself and my crazy coach Dakota, who's behind the camera right now doing all the filming and editing, we're going to bring Sarge right to your living room. Thank you for joining us. Hey everybody, it's Sarge and
Dakota.
All right, so Dakota, as you know, is one of our coaches here at Sarge Athletics and also a YouTube extraordinaire. So he is not only shooting this on his camera, but he edits this and does all kinds of stuff. So make sure he'll give you his link. Check out his YouTube channel as well and buy one of his famous smoothies. Today's workout we're going to do is called Core 2. And once again, as you remember, all the workouts will have a core section done in the beginning. We will tell you at the meat and potatoes of our workout, go do Core 1 or Core 2, Core 3, Core 4, Core 5. Etc. Today's workout, you're only going to need a very small weighted device like maybe a little dumbbell or even a big can of Progresso soup. If you happen to have furniture sliders, Dakota has some industry specific ones. I have ones from Home Depot, okay? And you probably have some of these around your house. If for some reason you don't, you can, if you're on a hardwood floor, you can use some small washcloths that are dry or paper plates on your carpet. They will serve the exact same purpose and save them for next time use. We'll be using these a lot throughout all of our workouts. We use them here at Sarge Athletics constantly. We go through these things all the time. So for Core 2, we got slider hip lift. Dakota's going to take us through. We got body saw. We got single leg deadlift, touch and reach, and stink bug. You will find out what another version of a stink bug is today. So let's start out with Dakota getting down on the ground.
All right.
Slider hip lift. We're going to do 15 repetitions. 15.
Oh,
So what I'm looking for with Dakota is he's going to dig his heels into these. And he wants to put a lot of pressure in the heels. And we're going to be working what's called the posterior chain of the body, which is the back side of the body, which is often overlooked because we spend a lot of time doing this all day long with our keyboards, steering wheels, forks, and remote controls. So Dakota's going to bring his knees just like they are and just extend his legs out, dig his hands into the turf. So you're going to see he's clawing his hands in the turf to create some tension in his abs. And he's going to lift up his hips by sliding in and coming out. Go ahead and knock out 15 reps. Dakota, you're going to count, I'm going to talk.
All right.
So what you're not going to do at home is arch the back. So we're working his rear end and his hamstrings. Go ahead. Hamstrings are these guys back here. All right, good. So he's just slide in and slide out. Good. He's trying not to hold his breath. He's creating a little bit of tension in his abdominal cavity. And as he comes in, he's tightening up back here and back here. And he owes me 15 reps. I don't know where you are, but that's what I'm looking for.
13.
14. And 15. Good job. All right, so next thing we're going to do is called a body saw. Going to kind of work the opposite body a little bit. He's going to flip over. He's going to put, it's important that when you do this, you put these sliders in your toes. So you want your toes digging into the slider, come into a plank position, so plank up, tighten the abs, and watch what he does. He's going to bring his nose forward, and he's going to bring his nose back. He's going to do 10 of those. On the board it says 10-10. He's doing it's the same thing, 10 forward, 10 back. Good. Now he happens to be pretty strong and pretty flexible. Most people aren't going to get as far as he is. Most people will just come to here. That's fine. Let's show them what everybody else is probably going to do that is a little challenged by this. Come here. That's probably what people are going to do that are challenged by this. You want to work to getting forward and back. If you have good flexibility in your shoulder, come on back like you just did earlier. There you go. If you have good flexibility and strength in your shoulders, you can do that version. I don't know what your count is.
We did a lot.
Okay, good. So now the next exercise is SL, DL, touch, and reach. He's going to make this look easy. This is way harder than it looks. All right, here you go. So he's going to reach across to his little toe, and we're going to stand sideways on this, Dakota. Let's stand sideways facing me.
Okay.
Yep, and what he's going to do, he's going to take the dumbbell, he's going to kick his left leg back, that's...
You want to switch legs?
Yeah, that's fine. Do exactly what you're doing.
Okay.
And he's going to come down, he's going to touch his little toe, and then he's going to come up and push the weight in the air. So I call this touch and reach. So that's the SLDL part, single leg deadlift. Now he comes up, and he's going to lose his balance. It's perfectly fine. It happens all the time. Go ahead.
There we go.
He reaches out, and now he's going to come across his body to his little toe and bring that dumbbell up in the air. Keep that leg up. There you go. Do it again. Whew. Yep. Everybody loses their balance. A trick, stare at something. So I'm going to give you a pointer. Dakota, I want you to stare at that bicycle across the room.
Stare at that bike.
Stare at that bike across the room. Good. Come up. It worked. Put this toe in the air. Good. Do it again. So we're working balance, we're working core, a little bit of strength, but mostly balance and core. Keep going. Good. And for sake of the camera, let's switch sides.
Woo. Okay.
We're going to want 8 on each side out of you guys. He's going to his little toe, not his big toe, his little toe, reaching across the body. That's called a transverse plane. Going across the body in a rotational pattern. Good. And when this leg comes up, I'm with this knee coming high. You at home should be doing this. You should not be listening to me too much. You should be doing the work. All right, good. Good. Stare. Good. Ooh. Ah, you gotta touch the little toe. Touch the little toe.
I did.
Do it again?
Yep.
Give me one more. All right, and you guys at home, I wanted you to do 8 each side.
Sorry,
All right,
easier
8 each
with
side.
heavier weight.
It's easier with a heavier weight, he says. Woo! All right, next exercise. My favorite exercise called the stink bug. Sometimes here at Sarge Athletics, we call this hover crawl. Coaches, some of my other coaches may come up with all kinds of crazy names. Dakota, you're gonna go sideways.
Yeah.
You can watch what's going on here. He's gonna go with his opposite arm, opposite leg, and he's gonna draw his abs in. So this is called a quadruped position. I want you to notice his knees are off the ground by about 4 to 6 inches. It's a quadruped position, meaning all 4 are on the ground, his feet in his hands. He's gonna come forward and back, slow. Go ahead. Yep. Just like that, nice and controlled. Good, keep going. Now I want you to imagine while you do this, tight abs, tight, tight, tight. Back is flat, and I want you to imagine you have an iPhone 10 on your back, and if you slide, it falls off and breaks. Can't have that. Good, so we're gonna do 12 each, so 12 times. Good. Pause, pause, good. Excellent. Then you're going to go back and forth one more time. We're going to call it a day on this one. And let you guys at home do this on your own. Good. And then back and then done. One more and done. Good. So that's core 2. I'm Sarge. This is Dakota.
That's right.
And you got to do this twice. That's your job. Get to it.
See you guys.
Hoorah!